Alright, we're good to go. Alright, so I'm back on the mic and I'm joined with Eric, who's been the tech guy the last couple of sets. So shout out to him, and we'll be getting into Falco Min Min. Quarters.
Yeah. Quarters, red, that, boom.
Sweet.
Alright.
You can start it off.
Yeah, I mean, so the one thing that I will say from watching these sets throughout, it's going to be an interesting game of adaptation. VAEN has been playing the long game, playing the like space game very well as far as I've seen in all the Falco sets that I've been able to watch as I was doing pools. It was kind of hard to watch sets while you're playing, you know? But I've been seeing him play very well. I think his explosiveness on set has been very good. The one thing is, I think when he gets thrown into disadvantage, there's a little bit of like, it almost seems like a panic option that comes out. As far as RandoR's play, I haven't been able to watch a ton of him, but I've also seen that he's been playing very good. But like earlier today, he played close, and I don't think he lost to another Falco, but I think he like got like one map taken off of round, whatever.
Yeah, he got upset by a Mac in pools.
That's what it was.
So he's just been tearing up the losers bracket, and then the only person Dane has lost to is myself. Yeah. Put it on screen. And I can agree with you for sure. The problem with VAEN is he just is way too aggressive and doesn't know how to slow it down. And then
a lot of similar issues to the Mac from last game.
Right, and both of these players play each other a lot. As you see, RandoR get the first stock with a solid board smash, but the problem with RandoR is, while he does know this matchup pretty well, he's just got to capitalize on the aggression from VAEN, and that is something he struggles with, so it'll be something to watch and learn and see if he can adapt to that. As offstage, not going to get the kill.
Not quite, but still playing very tight. Another thing that we can look at, like when you're talking about the kind of matchups between, is even that it's a game. It's a nice up smash, equalizes it out. But it's a day-by-day game. Again, Smash, it's like one day you're going to be better than the next, and it's just how it is. And RandoR getting that upset early to a map, not a great matchup for Min Min to lose, especially. So it's something where it's a potential that the game just might be slightly off, you know? So even though RandoR's been having good run in the losers, he's been playing this very close, and I think even if he would let that happen, RandoR might have died there when VAEN stopped up. Yeah. But it's something where it's a potential where VAEN's aggression may come out on top this time because RandoR may be a little bit out of it. Only time will tell, obviously, is we're in our first game of the BO5, so we're going to be here for a minute. With the way that these two have been playing each other, I would not be surprised if we see ourselves going to more than 3.
Right, I mean, both of these players play all the time. They're both on the Ashland esports team, and RandoR has seemed to take most of these games, sets against VAEN, but it's always pretty close, so this is just going to be another classic matchup in this rivalry for Ashland.
And even then, tournament nerves, you know, you gotta play different in tournament than you do in practice.
Solid up smash, catching that aggressive down smash from VAEN. We've been talking about it the entire time. VAEN's just gotta slow it down. Yeah. Unfortunately, missing the Nair earlier to try and take that stock, and I feel like that but that Nair is gonna hit, and if he plays this right, that's the stock, but doesn't go for the aggression. Unfortunately, the up smash clangs. That move is silly. And not getting the forward smash there as RandoR gets off the ledge with the forward smash, and it's looking even still, but if you're VAEN, you want to take the stock now.
Oh yeah, especially. You don't want to give RandoR any more up on your stock right now. It's your last one, you want to prioritize that percentage as much as you can. And as we talk about that, this approach here is going to be something that's important. With RandoR being able to play that distance, a lot more pressure than VAEN would be able to. We're going to be seeing VAEN's approaches, as we've seen in the last like 3, he's not able to get that final hit in. So he's not even really able to get much damage in. As I say that, he's going to send RandoR almost off stage, but for not quite there. But it looks like this could be a setup for some sort of finish.
Not quite getting it. He's just kind of struggling to get this to go right now. RandoR with max rage, not going to matter anymore. Good solid up smash, and now even stocks, but if you're VAEN, you got to get some percent now and win.
Yeah, that 60 turning into an 85 right there is not going to be looking good, especially when you're looking to close this out fast. You don't want to give RandoR any more space as he's giving him even more of the space. With RandoR on 0, VAEN is going to need a massive carry here, some sort of big combo.
And this might be the start, getting a solid up tilt chain, but just dropping it. We've seen that all day today. He hasn't been able to convert on a lot of these, and he's just got to keep it up the pace, and that's...
It's a good carry still, getting RandoR up to 70 now, 85. almost even.
Oh, getting the downer. That might be it.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow. Solid comeback there from VAEN to
Really
take this
good
game
round back.
one.
Yeah.
Down over 100% in that game one and really taking that control. Finally starting to find the rhythm in advantage state.
And that's a scary prospect, especially when you're going up against VAEN. Going up against a Falco who, when you know you have the advantage, when you know you have the down on him just being able to, at will, pop out and be able to pull a full run back is something that's very scary. Taking us over to Hollow here for next set, it's going to be more of the same as far as the overall play goes. Obviously, the platform is being slightly different than what we just came from, but the big thing here is just going to be seeing if VAEN can not have to rely on that late round comeback, having just to be able to pull it out much earlier, much cleaner. And looking over to the side of RandoR, we're going to be looking for just a more clean shutout. He had the up, he was up a stock, he was up a massive percent, and just was not able to close it out. So we're going to be looking for those disadvantaged rundowns that are critical, especially when playing against a character like Falco, who really just can't run when you once you let him get the opportunity.
And we're seeing the same start as game one. RandoR's just playing safe control beautifully and not getting the punish there, but he's up over 70%, now over 80%, and he's just controlling, not getting the punish there. Good side beat over RandoR by VAEN. Just trying to get something going. I feel like VAEN starts off very slow, and that's just something he's got to get right back into. He can't be playing off the back foot this entire set, especially against a character like Midman, who can just keep you at the ledge, which honestly RandoR's been struggling with. He hasn't been able to ledge guard Falco particularly well, and it's just something he has to work on.
Yeah, it's something that we could look towards, especially as we talk more going into game 3, game 4, and something that when you look at adaptations from these players, we're going to need to see RandoR improve his keeping people off stage. Because once you burn out the few options that Falco has, he's dead in the water. But it's something where if you're not able to burn those out and not able to then keep him off, that's when you struggle. Because RandoR has been good at burning those out. He's been good at sending Falco far enough that he needs to burn his side beam as recovery. He's been really good at that, but he's been struggled with being able to get him to burn that and then keeping him off. And that's something where as we look towards these later games, as the series is so tight, then getting that first at 153, a response from RandoR is almost assured, as we see right there. It's an even game. It's something where we're going to need to see RandoR be able to pull that adaptation faster. Playing off stage here is pretty good. We've seen VAEN get aggressive off stage and then being able to whiff punish it. We haven't seen RandoR be able to do that with consistency. We haven't maybe once, but it wasn't even a full whiff punish. It was just something that could have been. So his ability to go off stage and play this like
Finally
that.
getting something here?
Yep.
Probably going to get the punish here.
He could have been that second, but not quite able to connect on the third. What could have been is just going to sit as a distant memory, not as what we see as the outcome, and that is going to be opening for VAEN to start to get some damage in. Not quite a confirm up at that top stage, but it will be more damage, it will be more equalizing, and it will be something that VAEN hasn't had in a little bit in the game.
Right, I mean, this is only game 2, and both of these players are just constantly adapting to each other. It's a beautiful thing to watch in tournament, really. I mean, Melee, you get all those adaptations so quickly, you miss them, but in Ultimate, you can see them. Something I'm noticing from RandoR too is he's jumping a lot from the edge and immediately doing a smash attack. I don't think VAEN has exactly picked up on that yet. That's something key, because if you shield that forward smash, you just get an instant up smash, and that can take stocks.
Or if he has figured that out, that's the play. He hasn't figured out exactly how he wants to play around that. That punish from RandoR is good, but still RandoR at 132. He's going to be playing this off-stage game, looking for some sort of comeback here, able to get some damage on VAEN. You can see right now, and a little bit of a carry coming in. That grab there is going to be nice, but VAEN able to cross him up and bring it to a 1-1 game. And this is something that we haven't seen. RandoR coming from behind, trying to get that, reversing the momentum. Exactly like game 1, RandoR was up and then VAEN was able to take 2 back-to-back. And we're seeing it looks like the start of the same, where RandoR is getting a lot more of the pressure on him at the first game. So we might be looking at a potential swap up from what we had from last game.
I mean, right now we're just kind of waiting to see who is going to strike first. Both these players playing extremely patiently, considering the fact that both can just reverse each other and just get each other at this high percent. Despite RandoR only being at 24%, Falco can just put you up immediately, but being at the ledge here, not quite getting the ledge guard, but we're just waiting for something big to happen. Both these players are just trying to keep stage control, not getting the forward smash there, just trying to get anything to kill. You need to take this game if you're RandoR. You do not want to be down 2-0, especially with Falco Falco rides on the way.
You really do not want to be. And this is another thing when we look at familiar matchups here, especially in top 8. It's something where the players that you've played against, you probably talk to these guys a ton, so you know how they respond to pressure, you know how they play their last stops. So it's something where in the back of your head, you're going to be thinking about how does this guy play out his finales, how does he play out his ends, especially with disadvantage, which VAEN had an opportunity to capitalize on, but RandoR was able to come right back. But that's something where you are going to be thinking about that in your finals. You know how these people play in their finals. And the punish that we talked about all game, RandoR figures it out right at the end, taking us 1-1 in this series.
Yeah, they delaying that recovery there to a ledge, costing him that game. If he was just a little bit earlier, maybe he would have gotten back to the stage, but that's not what happened as we even this set out 1-1.
And it's something where you might even think about that wait might have been a tactical, it might have been a call to try to bait out that whiff, but it's something where if we played that faster, not giving RandoR the time to realize and get the time in his head, it's something where VAEN could be looking at full recovery and potentially even a run back, putting him up 2-0. And those are the type of thoughts that are going to be coming into, especially in a game 3 when it feels like momentum's been reversed. You want to be thinking about kind of those micros, those little things that happen, you want to block them out, because the more you think about them, the more running through your head, the less power that you have you can just exert on your brain on this set right here, right now.
And especially since these two have played so much, a lot of their adaptations are micro. So they just have to keep all of that in mind, not get in their head. Both these players know each other like the back of their own hand, and they just gotta see who knows their hand better.
Yeah. And as a way for stage selection, that's another thing that you got to think about, because although the characters have general, better on this stage versus on this stage for various reasons, it's something where the player is going to be better or worse on this stage. If we look over to what might be Smash Group, at least is what we're hovering, that's something where with RandoR getting that stage ban, it might be something where you take, as we go back to Hollow, it might be something where you look at what VAEN, not only Falco is good at, but what VAEN is good at. Because there might be a thing where he just feels very comfortable on one stage, where it may be that Falco's are only like 50-50, but VAEN, just for some reason, the way that he plays, the way that he plays around the stage, the way that the stage is, he just is able to farm. And as we look at this early game, it's another thing where those micro adaptations, we're going to start seeing those come out. It's applying that pressure. RandoR may be playing with a little bit of like pep in his step and trying to get that opening because he feels that he has the momentum on his side and he wants to pressure that more than VAEN. Whereas VAEN might be sitting comfortable trying to play the cool game, let RandoR kind of overextend, and then go back for a potential run back. This space game here is something that's very interesting to look at from these two players, being that both Minion and Falco can play this zone, can play this style, they were able to play from a distance, but it's something where Falco is incredibly comfortable playing that on first game, and Minion struggles a little bit, at least keeping up with the speed of Falco. So it's something where RandoR has to play this distance a little bit, and he's able to get VAEN to drop that first stock, giving him a little bit of a start. And this is where the momentum might be coming back into play. Coming from that first game, getting that early opening, almost falling, but able to keep that pressure alive. VAEN's able to respond.
Getting that up smash immediately too. The problem with RandoR so far is he just has not been able to build those strong leads to as soon as he takes stocks. It seems like VAEN is always there to answer right back.
He hasn't quite been able to find his groove. His groove is something that you need to find. When you have momentum on yourself, like a set comeback like that, denying VAEN what could have been a run back of that one, putting it onto series point, that's something you want to bring that back, especially when it's something as small as buffering your recovery. So we're going to see RandoR here just trying to get a little bit more space, VAEN able to keep up with the pace and putting RandoR in some disadvantage, and we're going to bring it back to neutral, trying to get some sort of space with VAEN and being able to choke it out.
Unfortunately, missing the full fair there, which probably would have taken the stock with the proper ledge guard, and both of these players are just making small mistakes. I mean, VAEN's up right now, but there are moments where you can just feel the tension. There's so much tension in this matchup. Player matchup, this is losers. Whoever loses this is out. Both these players are trying to place their seed right now. It is a slaughter fest today. And both of these players just have to keep going. As RandoR was at the ledge, can VAEN take the stock? He does. Going up in this game 3, taking would be huge.
It's another nice guard, and if I believe that I remember the bracket correctly, whoever wins this is going to be playing another player from Ashland. If I remember this right, I could be incredibly wrong with that call.
It's actually both Wallace players. It is that and Ricky Lewis.
Oh, okay, that goes straight back. Got it. Yeah, I was gonna say, this is a matchup where you're trying to not only stay playing, and that's a massive call out from RandoR, putting us to another one-stock game on Hollow, and that is gonna be an instant pressure from VAEN. Really just out of the gate trying to pull that. The fair not quite connecting, but still putting massive pressure onto RandoR. RandoR able to respond, able to keep his calm, not quite getting the offstage pressure that we would have liked to see, but there's going to be more pressure here out. And this is not necessarily an even game. RandoR a little bit of disadvantage, but as soon as I say that, we put VAEN almost on a percentile evening.
Not getting the back air, which would have secured the game, but RandoR in that spot, that forwarder might do it. And yes, it does.
Barely does. VAEN up 2-1.
On the precipice of another upset. VAEN getting sent to losers by Dr. Curb, which in a Falco ditto like that, not something you're gonna want to have fun in, but sitting in losers playing someone who's one of your most played people in Smash period, you definitely want to take this game and try and get into that top 3. Reminder, payout is huge. It is a $90 prize pot, $10 to first, $10 to third place, $19 to second, and a whopping $63 first.
Yeah, that's a lot. As we see another run back from swap ups, nothing. Another thing with this is that this is also a little bit of a pride matchup. Again, player that you've played a ton, meeting them in bracket, it's got a little bit of a different air to it. You're gonna want to be beating this player not only because obviously pride is massive and you make that money, but also it's another thing where you can kind of hold that over your head. With good friends, you have be able to say it's like, oh, you may beat me in practice, but when it counts, when it matters, I've got the stock lead, I've got the round lead, So that's something where VAEN from the precipice is bringing this back 2-1. With momentum coming into this game, it's going to be something he is looking for that confirming. You can already see it, a 96 to 8 differential in the percentile, and VAEN looking for some sort of early confirm. It could have been with some of the areas not quite going to. That gives RandoR a little bit of an over to bring it back to 62. Potentially not quite able to play the ledge guard phase, but is able to get a little bit more percentile from VAEN kind of onto that back foot, forcing him to play that off stage as we talked about. RandoR's been good about bleeding that out. It's just a matter of keeping VAEN off stage that is really the struggle here.
Yeah, it seems like RandoR is opting more so to play the neutral game rather than try and secure these spots at the edge. And as you see there, solid forward smash, catching a spot dodge, and RandoR once again up. But can he get a solid lead to cushion himself so he doesn't feel pressured to immediately go in? That has been a huge topic of debate throughout the set so far.
And it's something where if you look at this, moving towards what RandoR's trying to do, just bring this to a game to 5 and then win it there. You're going to be looking at those. When that first stock brawl is over, what can you do on the second stock? Bringing it to 40 and getting a lot more pressure action.
Getting a solid ledge guard potential, but not quite going to time that forward smash right. But neutral still in his favor right now, 69% for VAEN, and getting a side B there, trying to get this conversion. It's going to be an even game right now off of just one Falco combo.
It's a massive control back to VAEN. It's a really good equalizer game. It's something that, again, is very common in these games. It's RandoR's being able to get that first stock, he's able to get that point, but then on that second stock come out after that first kill, he hasn't been able to do a ton. He's been really good with getting these stocks here when it's even, but as soon as he is in disadvantage as far as the stock goes, like that right there, he's not able to get it. But on his responses, he's usually been very good, as we see right here.
Even game right now, and this is game 4. If RandoR loses his stock, he's going home to 5th place, and as the 3rd seed, you definitely want to try and place your seed as he's starting to get something here, 23%, but approaching safety on field. This is going to be a huge punch from VAEN as we see it go to 40%, and he's still in disadvantage, still trying to get to the ground to try and start something, not getting it hit there, forward air, down tilt not hitting, another down tilt, 3 down tilts the charm, I guess, and at the ledge, maybe he can get something, not quite. Just anything coming out from either of these players. This is huge. If RandoR can't bring this back, it is all but VAEN. Risky forward smash there, but a payoff for RandoR. Percents are almost even. He has stage control, unsafe side B, but opting for the up B there, which was a little questionable. This might be it. If VAEN can get his ledge guard, that's going to be the set.
This really could be. VAEN ledge guard has been very good. RandoR able to get back onto stage, and this is where the comeback is important. VAEN unable to get that next hit. RandoR playing this game a little safe, honestly. Playing the side B, able to get a little bit of that with that offstage pressure, not quite able to get that ledge guard, which has been something that may end up costing him. It's not quite going to right now, But another whiff there, another pressure. Vane able to get an opening. RandoR getting more pressure onto Vane, forcing him off that side beat. He's going to be getting a little bit of pressure. And Vane sending RandoR up high to close quarters battle here as RandoR looks to play that bottom. Not quite.
That's it.
Game 2.
Wow.
But the swap up from Vane is going to confirm it. A 3-1, sending RandoR out and sending Vane into losers semis.
Yeah.
Who that will be played, I assume, right next.
Correct.
Yeah,
We'll be
so-
going straight on to